All right, so I'm going to answer the numerous questions that I get all the time, especially from first-time home buyers. Somebody can call me and ask, so what is going to be my down payment? Now, your down payment, we cannot actually know it unless you call us, we direct you to the lender to get it pre-approved. But let me just give you a clue about one certain price, which is $500,000, and how much your down payment can be on that. So we're talking about the minimum down payment for a first-time home buyer. And the amount on $500,000 home that you saw online and you're interested in, right? So for FHA loan, which is the Federal Housing Authority, so that's being powered by the government. You don't have very great credit. Your credit is between 580 to 620, sometimes even above. So you can qualify for FHA loan as a first-time home buyer. And based on 3.5% down, you have to do on this loan amount, that is $500,000. Your down payment will be $17,500, which is way different from closing cost. Now, closing cost is always going to be 2 to 5% of the loan amount that you get, which is $500,000. So now your closing cost can be between $10,000 to $25,000 based on the $500,000. So here's the thing. Most of the time as a first-time home buyer, we talk to the homeowner, which is the seller, the current seller, to help you pay half of this. Or sometimes even the home seller can offer that. Like I'll offer $10,000 towards the buyer's closing cost. So if they do that, they help you. But if they not, so you have to pay $17,500, which is 3.5% of this $500,000, plus your closing cost, which can go between $10,000 to $25,000 based on this $500,000. So your total that you're supposed to save as a down payment plus closing cost, if you don't get any help from the seller, you have to save from $27,500 to $42,500 on a $500,000 home that you want as a first-time home buyer. So that's how easy that is. Now you can apply the same math to a $350,000 home that you want as a first-time home buyer that you can qualify for 3.5% down. All right. Now let me go this way. So let's do conventional loan. Conventional loan, these are people that have bought house before. Most of the time they cannot qualify for a first-time home buyers program, which is the FHA loan. They cannot qualify for FHA loan anymore. They go for conventional loan. Conventional loan, you get a loan directly from banks. Most of the time can be 5% down. So if you take 5% of $500,000, you have to put $25,000. Now, plus closing cost, you do the math, it can go all the way from $30,000 to $50-something thousand. So if you're doing conventional loan as a first-time home buyer, or you just want to buy a house, you're not even a first-time home buyer, just know you have to put at least 5% down. You always have the chance to put 20% down. All right, but for us that is not that rich, we can put 5% down, we can put 3.5% down. Now, VA loan, which is for eligible veterans, have to be eligible as well for you to get the 0% down. Now, if you qualify for 0% down, your down payment is $0. But just because your down payment is $0 doesn't omit you from paying closing costs. Closing costs include taxes and insurance, sometimes even inspection fees. So all that includes closing costs. So even though you are a veteran, doesn't omit you from paying closing costs. So you have to pay your closing costs. So if somebody is telling you as an army guy, you have to pay $0, you get to a house with 0% down. Yes, it can be 0% down, but just know you have to pay your closing costs. So that comes out of your pocket, except the seller negotiates with you that we're going to pay half of that money. Now, USDA loan, eligible for rural areas. So with that, you have 0% down and it costs you $0. But that didn't omit you from paying your closing cost. All right? So closing cost is always something that we can negotiate with the seller and you have to pay. So this is just to answer some of the questions that people ask all the time. How much is my down payment? So you can apply this to every other number that you have that in your mind. You want to buy a house at $400,000? Apply the math. 3.5% if you're a first-time home buyer. But if you're not a first-time home buyer, just know you can go from 5% to 10% and 0% for a VA buyer and eligible rural areas for USDA loan, you put $0 down. But that didn't stop you from paying closing costs. Now, if you are interested in buying a house in Maryland, or you just want to talk about real estate and what is your next step, my name is Brutus. I'm a real estate licensed agent and I'm with Frank Oliver Collective at eXp Realty. Give me a call and let's see how fast we can help you get to your own home. My phone number is 301-714-8824. Give me that call and let's make that dream happen.